Coach, how do you get a gauge in your team right now? Because there hasn't been a lot of consistency. There's been great periods, then there's been flat periods, and it's been hard for you as a spectator to watch the games to get a gauge on the team.
I mean, might be shocked for me to say this then from that angle, because I think now with 9 games, we're starting to get a tell on some strengths and some weaknesses of our group, and we're certainly not panicked. I think our record probably should be better than it is, quite frankly, and that's just, we have to flip around some of those tightly contested games. We got to be smarter, there's no doubt about it, but at least our overall game is starting to show that we're quite capable hockey team. So, lots to work on, but certainly no time to panic.
Interesting, on Friday, I think you had 2 penalties the whole game against Guelph. To me, that's kind of a tell, isn't it?
Well, I think you can kind of tell where I'm going. And yeah, we have to play. You asked me this question last week. We got to play hard. We want to play hard. We want to play hard between the whistles. But we have to stay out of the penalty box in certain situations and play 5-on-5 hockey. We're a very, very strong 5-on-5 hockey team, and those things will turn those types of games into wins versus losses.
What do you say to the guys to make them play hard but not cross the line? Can you actually physically say something to them, or just do they have to figure it out on their own?
Well, it's the same message that I'm kind of explaining now. It's we have video as coaches, so it's pretty obvious that we're able to show guys and break that down. And at the end of the day, that group in there needs to stick together and be a team and understand to play for one another. And I think that in and itself is something that we can get better at and go and push forward.
I know he asked a lot of the same questions I was going to ask, but I thought in the preseason your compete level was next level good, especially in games against Ottawa. What do you think has happened with maybe that level of compete level where you were out competing teams and you're not doing that on a regular basis like you were right at the beginning of the season?
I think it's there in the games where we kind of stay out of the penalty box. It's when you're killing penalties, especially the way we want to kill, we want to be super aggressive. You're taxing a lot of guys in those areas, and then 5-on-5, you can't be quite as competitive or fresh and all those areas. So again, in the games we've done extremely well. It's been our one-on-one battle level has been a huge strength of ours. That was a massive strength on Friday night in Guelph against a very hard-working team. So that was a good sign. The next night, it's tough going against an opponent that, is sitting there and waiting for you. And then it was, fairly even on Sunday, 5-on-5. But the special teams is the big thing.
Does this rivalry week come at a good time? Obviously, Owen Sound has a rivalry with the guy on the bench there, but not one that you play, as heavily with as Barrie. Does this come at the right time for this group? Well,
it just shows you that nothing gets easy in this league. You look at our schedule. I know I'm not one to always precast, but we got some time here before this weekend. It's a tough weekend. It's back-to-back, home and home. You're fighting against a divisional opponent that's a very good hockey team. They actually have a lot of returning guys from a team that won the division last year, and on paper a very, very strong hockey team. And then moving on, it just never seems to get easy in our league. So yeah, maybe it is a good situation. I just like the practice time after that week, and again a good chance to go back-to-back at it.